Hi, so I'm gonna show you guys on this video how to configure two CMA routers, 2Phones, and how to create phone DN numbers. So right now you have to create this your config file, and on my case it already pre-exists, so I'm just gonna show you the commands, and if you don't have it you can just create it instantly. And after that step I'm gonna start my Dynamips, and I'm also gonna start my Dynagen. So after that I'm gonna start my router R1, and I'm gonna start also my router. So after this step I'm gonna check my connections. So in order to check my connection I'm gonna do that command, the brctl show, if my tab 1 and tab 2 command is working. So it's currently it's down, so I'm gonna create the thing. So I'm gonna create the tab 1 and tab 2 command, and after that I'm gonna start it. And after that step I'm gonna check my connection again if it's working. So as you can see it is currently working, so I'm gonna telnet now to my router, which is R1, and I'm gonna also telnet to my router 2. So I'm gonna configure my router, set up the HTTP server, and I'm gonna set up the path disk for to the GUI. And after that I'm gonna create a telephony service, and I'm also gonna create the login credentials for to the website. I then created the DN web edit, and after that I created my ePhones. So I set the ePhones to 20, and I'm gonna create my hypersource, which is my telephone one or router one, and the address is 192.168.5.1 and 4000, and the port number is 2000. And after that step I'm gonna create my max DN, and I'm also going to create a system message, which is going to be the message for the R1 or the telephone one, and I'm gonna create the CNF files. And after that step I'm gonna go to the GUI, which you can see on this thing. So I started my Cisco IP phones, which is my R1 connection. And after that I'm gonna go to the GUI, and I'm just gonna log in using the credential that I created. So I added a new phone, which is going to be my phone one. The address is going to be 192.168.5.1. It's going to be then I'm gonna create it, add it, and after this step I'm going to create a number, which is going to be my phone number one on my phone one. So right now I'm double checking everything. If it has the same address, then I'm gonna create the phone number. My phone number is going to be 7821, and I'm gonna add it. So right now I have my phone 1 and my phone number on my phone 1. And after that I'm going to create my button 1 to 1, and I'm gonna restart it. So after starting, my phone is updating and it automatically registered, and now the phone number is saved and also the name is saved. So this step I'm just double checking everything. So after double checking everything, I'm gonna go to my R2. I'm going to create my interface FA00, and I'm gonna set the IP address, which is going to be my router 2 address. So the address that I'm gonna use is 192.168.5.2 with the net mask of /24, and I'm gonna no shot it. Then after that, I created my telephony service, I created my ePhone, and I'm gonna create my source address, which is going to be my phone 2. So the source address is going to be 192.168.5.2 with port number 2000, and it's going to update the CNF files. And after that step, I'm gonna create my MaxDN, and I'm also gonna create my system message for my phone 2. So I'm gonna name it Mark R2 VOIP. And after that I'm gonna create my CNF files, and I'm gonna create my phone DN. So it's going to be phone DN1, and I'm gonna create the phone number using the CLI. This is going to be my phone 2 telephone number. Then I'm gonna exit to the enterprise, and I'm gonna go to the telephony service again, and I'm gonna create my CNF files. I'm just double checking it. And after that I'm gonna set my MAC address, and so my MAC address is going to be my phone 2. So I check it to my Windows. So after getting my MAC address, I configure it. Then after that, I'm gonna restart my phone. As you can see on the video, my phone 2 is restarting right now, and it shows that it got registered on my R2. So I'm just waiting right now in order for it to update properly. So after updating, as you can see, my phone number registered already, and the name has changed, and it was properly registered. Then I'm gonna go to the button, and I'm gonna restart it again. So I'm just making sure everything is gonna work properly, so I'm just configuring it again, and it registered again, so right, it means it's working properly. So after that step, I'm gonna create my dial pair in order for it to call each other. So I'm gonna create a dial pair on my R2 and also on my R1, so I can contact each other. So the dial pair voice is going to be 7000 VoIP because my phone number starts with 7000. And after that, I'm gonna create my destination pattern. It's going to be 7 dot 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 because my phone number, what I said, is 7,000, starts with 7000, so it can go to 7000 to 7099. And after that, I'm gonna set my session target on my R2, and the session target is going to be my R1's IP, so it's going to be 192.168.5.1, and I'm checking the connection if it's gonna work, so I'm pinging it. And it's pinged successfully, so I'm gonna do the opposite and also create a dial pair on my R1. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna change my session target to the R2 IP address. So after creating my session target, I'm gonna try to dial my other phone if it's working. So as you can see, it is dialing, and I'm just waiting for it to get received. So after that, as you can see on the video, my phone is calling properly and it's working fine. And that's how you create the phone DN and 2 CME routers and 2 phones. And that's it. Thank you.